Hi everybody, welcome to Live Sessions. Today we have just one person. I know that we were scheduled to have two, but we only have one. So I'm really excited to have Chelsea Sulkey on. I am beyond excited because she's amazing. So I'm excited. But also, just a reminder, if you haven't gotten your tickets for the local music scene summer showcase here in North Bend, Washington, be sure to do that. Go to the link in our bio and we get the tickets there. They're only $15. If you want, you can also donate. Just buy a ticket and donate to the show to help run it. But other than that, we hope to see you there because it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. There's going to be Katie Wade. There's going to be Cameron West, Senator Corbett, and Tears of Victory. So, yeah. Hey, friend. How's it going in Scotland? I'm really excited you're on, dude. That's exciting. Hi, Bianca. Long time no see. Oh, there's Chelsea. So let's bring her on. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Great to have you on.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Excited.
for sure.
This
yeah,
is actually, I think this is my first Instagram live.
Really?
Interview. Yeah, I don't know if I should tell you that, but.
Well, welcome to the world of IG Live.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, I've been doing it since February of 2019 before it was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a pro.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But how have you been through this whole thing? How are you doing?
Right now I'm great. COVID was rough. I know you know Lissa Coulter.
Yes. Yeah.
So her and I don't know if she talked to you about it. We were on tour. We were doing an East Coast tour, and it got canceled through COVID. So it was like my first tour. It was her second tour. So that bummed me out. And I tried to like stay high spirits, but like everyone else, you know, mixed emotions. But
I would be bummed too.
Yeah, it sucked, but we're getting back on the wagon now. And
yeah, that must feel exciting to get like back in the groove of it. And like, are you guys gonna do a different another tour together?
I'm not sure. I'm sure in the future we will. She's one of my best friends, and we had so much fun. But right now, I know she's doing her own thing, and I'm gonna start doing my own acoustic tour, and then I'm sure we'll collaborate at some point. But
that's awesome. Yeah. How exciting!
Yeah, I'm excited.
So I'm excited to have you on just because I've heard a little bit of your music, and you know, Lissa's talked a little bit about you, and you know, I kind of went through and your discography so far, and you're just really awesome. I really love like your lyrics and just the amount of energy in your songs. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you tell us like a little bit about like what your process is for music and like how you write and stuff?
Yeah, so usually, since I moved to Nashville, I just co-write. I haven't really written by myself in a while, which is all I used to do. But now, I'll just set a write with two other people. I don't play guitar great, so I'll usually go in with someone that plays guitar. I'll have a song idea, and I'll just be like, just play something. I'll be like, just play whatever you're feeling, and I'll work around it. And if I'm feeling it, I'll be like, okay, I have a great idea, and then we'll just kind of start bouncing off of each other. And you know, most of the time it's all true experiences, whether we're going through it then present, or we went through it, or we're probably gonna go through it at some point. You know, but like everything that I write is super personal. That's one thing that I do pride myself on, is that I'll never sing something that doesn't mean something to me.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because I think, you know, as an artist, your responsibility is to, you know, let other people feel what you're feeling, and, you know, help them through tough times because you know what they're going through because you've been through it. Yeah. Instead of just like faking it. I'm like, I'm not an actor. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
is it since you've done mostly co-writes, do you well, you said you had done your own writes before, right? Or,
yes.
Like writing, sorry, not writes as in like like writing music before
Right.
that. How far back have you been writing? Like, how long have you been writing for?
I've honestly been writing since I was like 5,
Wow. Okay.
but those songs were not.
Yeah,
I would be
we're
so
not
embarrassed
releasing
if
them
anyone heard
anytime
them.
soon.
Yeah, honestly, even the songs that I wrote like 4 years ago, I'm like, I would never play that out ever. So it's that's the whole point of writing, with
Hmm.
other people is to learn and get better. And they say you
Yeah.
want to be the worst writer in the room because then you're in the right room,
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
and I'm
Was it
usually the
hard
worst
going from?
writer, so
Sorry, I apologize.
you're
Go
good.
ahead. um, is it hard going from like the kind of the way? Did you grow up in Nashville? I couldn't figure out where you were from.
So I'm from upstate New York. I'm from the
Okay.
Catskills.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right. So
I'm
then, is it a different like a different way of writing from where you're from? Like coming to Nashville, I know Nashville has its own like jam of how they write, its own flavor. So
yeah.
was that kind of weird to come to that, or was it kind of flowy?
I mean, it was because everyone that I've written with has been great, like
Hmm.
just great people, great friends. They made it easy for me. But I think if I went into a write with someone that I wasn't comfortable with, which is, definitely happens, I
Yeah.
think it would have been a hard transition, but I just
Yeah.
got really lucky.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. I mean, writing, like I would write on by myself, like crying on the bathroom floor. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but I
Yeah.
would do that. And that's when I would get my best songs because it was
Yeah.
just right from the heart. And now I'm like, I'm not going to probably, cry on the bathroom floor and have 2 other people in there with me now. So, I mean, I could, but it might be a little weird. So,
Are
um,
you like a in the moment kind of writer,
yeah.
or are you like?
I'm very in the
Yeah.
moment. And that's
Yeah.
that's why I tell people I'm like, I'm not a robot songwriter. And I don't
Mhm.
mean that, offensively to actual writers, but I'm like, my writing is all emotion. I
Yeah.
can't just I wish I could just do a song every day. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll probably never get a publishing deal because I can't write like 3 songs a day.
Yeah.
Because my brain just doesn't work that way. Because I'm more of a singer than anything.
Yeah.
But like as soon as I'm feeling something, I'm like, I'll call my friends up and be like, can we please write tonight? Like I have this idea, like I need to get it out on paper. And if they can't,
Yeah.
I'll just write everything down, bring it to the next time we write, and then it'll kind of come to life.
Yeah. Do
So,
you do you have like certain people that you write with like all the time, or are you kind of like
um,
various?
I I'll kind of write with whoever. Like I'll always write with someone once. I'll never really tell anyone no because I'm like, who am I to be like, I'm not gonna write with that person.
Yeah.
You never know who's gonna be the best fit for you.
Yeah.
So I have like kind of a core couple people that I write with now, but for the most part, I've just kind of written with whoever was like, let's write, and I was like, all right, let's try it. And there's been
Yeah.
people that I have clicked with, people that I haven't, and those people that I've clicked with have probably written 5 or 6 of my songs that I've been
Yeah.
playing out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
I do that too. I have one. Well, there's like 2 main people I write with, but I'm the same way. Like I'm like I'll write with anybody,
right,
But like
right.
I do have like one person that I just click with so well, and our songs are fire when we write them.
It's like it's magical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy to me.
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
But then then there's other people where you're like that it's kind of you'll hear my dogs, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Mine's sleeping right next to me, but at some point,
We have puppies, and yeah,
oh,
it's like
I love
um
it.
yeah, they're 10 months old, and they're loud, like as you can
What kind of
hear.
dogs are they?
They're a mix. They're blue heeler and lab mixes.
Oh, they're
And
gonna be
so
cute.
mine, so I live with my roommate, and she has one of the sisters, and I have one. And so mine is all white with like a little black spot on the back of her butt. And then she has her sister who is like all brown and black and tan. And like, yeah, so they don't look anything alike. You wouldn't even know they were related, except for
That's
they
so
kind of
cute,
have the
though.
same face. But like, yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, they're pretty they're pretty loud. But
That's okay.
yeah.
I live on a
Uh,
main road, so it might be a little loud at some points too.
what kind of dog do you have?
a little Pika Palm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a little.
They're so little. They're like this big.
Yeah, he's like 10 pounds, and
yeah,
he's older. He's 13, so he just basically sleeps all
Oh.
day. And if I'm not
Yeah.
home, he just gets mad. So I
Yeah.
have him most of the time.
Yeah, ours are 10 months old, so like they're definitely, you know, they're just so crazy.
Yeah.
So much energy that I don't even know how they keep it all day long.
So fun.
But yeah, so back to your music. So like, can you kind of run through one of your songs and kind of how you came up with the idea, and maybe like what your favorite lyric is or anything like that? Like just more about like one of your favorites that you released.
Yeah, so I can go through On Fire, which is releasing in a few hours.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, man.
I am
like,
too. It's my baby.
It looks so awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The promo for it.
I actually have the lyrics right here, so I just wanna. Yeah, so I wrote this song with my buddy Colby Oakley, who's also from upstate New York. So we have a lot of we grew up very similar.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, because this is my first single. So I told him, I was like, I want it to, you know, still have the little Spitfire New York in me.
Yeah.
And some of the rock and roll that I grew up with classic rock with my parents. And so I was like, but I love country. So I want to incorporate everything together. And during the time I was just getting out of a relationship or whatever you want, situationship. And I don't even know what to call it at this point. But I found out he was just like talking to a bunch of other girls and doing his thing. And I was like, you know what, whatever. Yeah. I was mad at first. And then I just was like, you know, let's just write a song. Let's just get it out. And we did. And that's how we got On Fire. But yeah, one of my favorite lyrics in it is, it's in the bridge and it's really cliche, but it says, if you want to play with fire, you're going to get burned. And that's just like kind of my Spitfire side. No, like pun intended. But it was almost like an awakening moment for me. And I feel like I was almost preaching to myself as we were writing, because I was upset. And then I was like, this isn't like, you're not going to be upset over this person. You're going to take it and you're going to learn from it and you're going to grow, and you're not going to let someone do this to you again. Yeah. Like you're going to, you know, so I was like, let me take my heartbreak and turn it into something beautiful. Because I think there's a saying that says rainbow, like every rainbow comes after rain. And like, I tell myself that all the time. And it's so true. Like the worst situations I've ever been in have always resulted in the best outcomes. Yeah. Even though I didn't realize it at the time. So that's honestly kind of how this came up. And we actually wrote it outside by a fire. Yeah. And is
that kind of how you came up with the name of it? Or is it just kind of because of the theme of the song?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I just had him start playing something. I was like, let's do something rockin' and fun. Yeah. Like I wanted it to be almost like an anthem. I was like, when people, you know, when us girls get ready to go out, I was like, I want it to be like an uplifting song. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to write something. I don't want to write a revengeful song. I don't want to write something where the guy's like, oh, she cares so much about me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't. Like, it's more you're missing out than me. Yeah. And I wanted that to, you know, reflect for everyone, guys and girls. Yeah. Because I think everyone goes through that. We all doubt themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So in what is the feeling of like, because it's coming out in a couple of hours, like what is the feeling of it coming out? Like how are you feeling about that?
It's surreal. I've been wanting to release music for years and I just haven't had the guts to do it. I think I wrote this song I think back in March or March or April. Like I've been sitting on it for a while. It's been recorded and mastered since probably April. Maybe even before, actually no, way before that. So I just, actually this year went by really quick. So it was probably almost a year ago that I've had this done. Yeah. And so I don't know. I just wanted to, just finally put something out because I needed to.
Yeah. What was your reservation in not wanting to put music out?
I'm just a perfectionist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, well, what if there's not, because I thought I had a really good song before I moved here. And then now looking back at it, I'm like, that's awful. That song sucks.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I wrote it by myself, so I can say that. But I don't know. I didn't want that to happen to me again. But I was like, music is always changing. So
oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm like, just release it and get it over with, and then
if
it doesn't get a good reaction, then
off, man.
Right, I'll learn from it and I'll just write another song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then, so with it being the first one, like, what was the thought of, like, did you have to choose between songs, which one, or like were you like, this is just the one that needs to go out?
I knew this was it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like it kind of branded me the best.
Yeah.
To like kind of go out into the world.
Yeah.
And be like, this is her. She's a little spitfire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the kind of the like bios and things I read of you, like it seems like you're just so like this, like I think spitfire is probably the best word to describe you.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like you're just so like you know. I love it so much. Like it's great. Like I feel like that's like the best way to be when it comes to this like industry, because you've got to have like a tough shell, you know.
Oh yeah. And I have had a lot of no's. I've had more no's than yeses for everything in my life. So
I'm sure. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like that's the case too.
Right. Yeah, it's a hard industry.
It is, and I think it, you know, if you can't get past that hump of like, you know, wanting to release something and wanting that, because I feel like music is one of those things where like you have to. I actually had the same thing, like where I was kind of nervous to release any sort of music, and because I'm a songwriter too and a musician too, and so like I released my first song for the first time in a million years last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like under my name and everything, and so like I didn't sing though, so somebody else was singing because I couldn't sing to save my life.
No, that's awesome though. So like just be a writer.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was crazy. I felt the same way. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I should.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. It's totally scary. But you know, then you have those people that are that, you know, that say like they connect to it or something like that, and it makes it a little bit better. So I'm sure people are gonna be the same for you. Like I can't imagine with that promo and just with how the song is. I'm sure it's gonna, or how I feel like it's gonna be. You know, like I'm sure it's gonna be great. I can't imagine it won't.
Thank you. I hope so.
Have you been performing it all? Like, have you been performing it?
Yeah,
like, to kind of get it out there.
Yeah, I've been playing it in rounds, like writers' rounds down here. I haven't done a full band or anything with it.
Yes.
But I played it last night. I had like a little single release party last night and played it. And then I'm just doing lives for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving out of my apartment this week too, so there's just a lot going on.
So much going on.
A lot. So I'm just trying to kind of balance everything.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
What a week to have to release a song.
I know, it was not planned this way at all.
Oh my gosh, that is not cool. I mean, that's like so much stress between the two things, like making sure you get everything ready for the release, and then also like moving is stressful in itself. Like there's no like two ways about that one.
Yeah, I had an in-person show this coming Friday that I had to end up canceling because I'm moving everything out Friday.
Oh.
And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it all.
Are you moving like far from where you're at now?
So I'm actually taking like a month off and just traveling the East Coast.
Nice.
Which is crazy. I've never done it. I'm just like doing it by myself, and just my dad's in town right now. He's gonna help get my stuff out too. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do some ocean stuff, and then drive up to New York, upstate, to see family, play some shows, and then come back to Nashville. So,
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm really
How
excited.
fun. Are you going to be in like a van or
It's my
car?
Volkswagen.
Is it an old
It's an
Volkswagen?
SUV, so
Oh,
it's
okay, okay.
yeah, it's fine.
All right.
So.
I was just saying, if it's an old Volkswagen, you are officially the coolest person ever.
I'm really not that cool, but
well, we can pretend.
yeah.
We'll pretend it is. Well, that's fun. Like,
Yeah.
that's what made you want to do that.
I went through a breakup.
Oh,
and which I'm like totally good now, but once we broke up, because I kind of thought that he was going to be the one.
Yeah.
And he lives on the beach too, so I would go to the beach all the time.
Yeah.
And long distance was basically why we broke up. It was just, he's a great person. It was just hard.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to literally live on the beach, but I can't do that because I need to be in Nashville. So I was like, well, you know what? I saved up money. Like I bartended full time. And I was like, let me just take a month off and do that. And then I can come back refreshed and not regret not, doing that. So I'm kind of getting it out of my system right after the release is up, right before my other release. And just doing
exciting.
It. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of brave though. Like to just kind of go out and do it and just be
my mom's freaking out a little bit. Well, actually, both my parents are freaking out, but I was like,
hey, man,
I'll be smart.
The worst that could happen is you come back to Nashville,
Right,
like,
right.
I mean, that's the worst that could happen. Are you coming back to like a house at least? Like, if you're moving out of your apartment, are you coming back to a place or no? Oh gosh.
No. Well, when I come back, I will. I just don't know where I'm living yet. Me and my roommate are trying to figure it out. So she's actually going to stay with Melissa for a little bit and then come back and just
reconvene. Yeah. Gosh, you're brave.
I'm a little crazy, but
yeah, my God. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if I could do that. I'd have to have like a plan when I got back.
I've always been a planner, and this year, actually since COVID, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to stress anymore about little things because anything can happen. So.
Yeah. My gosh.
Within reason, obviously. But,
of course. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Where's your favorite place to play in Nashville?
In Nashville, I'm biased, but I love the local.
Okay.
So that's where I bartended.
Yeah.
So Saturday was actually my last day there. So I was there for about 2 years, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably my favorite place. I really like Cabana Taps, which is where I played last night. The sound's just amazing. Mm-hmm. It was great last night, so that's really cool. And the crowd sits there and they listen to the songs, which is hard to find. So, yeah, those are probably my two favorites so far. I haven't played out in a ton of places to really have like a favorite yet.
Yeah.
But
yay! Well, I'm sure Alyssa could help you with that. She plays everywhere.
She's so good.
Yeah.
She's so good.
I'm sure she'll show you all the spots.
Yeah. She's very helpful. So.
Yeah. How long have you been in Nashville?
I've been here 3 years.
Okay.
But I just started really getting back into music this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What
made you want to dive head first in it?
I've just been singing since I was little, and I would take off breaks here and there because I would just get discouraged or be like, well, I need to be realistic. I need to do this. I need to do that. So I went to hair school. I went to college. I did this and that. And I never felt fulfilled. And then finally, and same thing here. I came here and I bartended and I wrote. I still wrote and stuff, but I just didn't really play out much.
Yeah.
And once I started playing out again, probably 4 months ago, I was like, this is what I need to do. I was like, this is the only thing that completely fills my soul.
Yeah.
So, and then last night again, it was just, having my dad was here last night and, having people there for the party. It was just the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
I just need to get back into it because life's short and I'm not getting younger. So,
yeah. None of us do, my friends. We haven't figured that magic yet.
Right. I'm going to do it now before I can't. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Of course. Well, that's so amazing.
Thank you.
We have quite a few people on. Do you want to sing your song?
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want me to do one or two?
You can do whatever you choose. You can do one if you want.
All right, I'll do On Fire then. My voice is a little scratchy, so I have to, I'm playing the instrumental behind me. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Because I don't play guitar very well. Can you hear that?
Turn it up just a little bit.
I have to put it up. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. I have the laptop in my hand. You tried to do me wrong, now you'll get to see how it feels. You might have had them fooled, but now you're playing in my field. I ain't those other girls who think I don't know about. You can call me up and then I'll call you out. 'Cause I'm right, I'm wrong, I know my worth. You'll never get to know a little bit of grit, a whole lot of grace. Would have been the one to put you in your place. You tried to put me out, but the flames got higher. 'Cause I'm on fire. You can't put me out, you won't put me out. From day one, you said you'd give me the world. But you shot that same damn line that night to two other girls. You only loved me when you knew you'd have your way. You're addicted to the chase, but your rounds just ricochet. 'Cause I'm right, I'm wrong, I know my worth. You'll never get to know a little bit of grit, a whole lot of grace. Would have been the one to put you in your place. You tried to put me out, but the flames got higher. 'Cause I'm on fire. You can't put me out, you won't put me out. 'Cause I'm on fire.
Nice guitar solo.
Oh boy, you're gonna learn. If you wanna play with fire, oh, you're gonna get burned. 'Cause I'm right, I'm wrong, I know my worth. You'll never get to know a little bit of grit, a whole lot of grace. Would have been the one to put you in your place. You tried to put me out, but the flames got higher. You tried to put me out, but the flames got higher. 'Cause I'm on fire. You can't put me out, you won't put me out. 'Cause I'm on fire. That's basically the whole thing.
Yeah.
I sang so much last night that I cannot hit those notes at the end.
It is totally okay. It is all good. Dude, that is a jam, man.
Thank you.
That's such a jam. Like,
Thank
I
you.
love that.
Thank you so much.
You have
I'm
a
excited.
beautiful voice too. Like,
Thank
so
you.
strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A little scratchy right now, but
Everybody's going crazy. They all love it. Like everybody was giving you props for sure.
thank you.
I love it. Yeah, that's like a jam you could have like on the road too, you know?
I love that.
Yeah, like a road trip song.
Like pump you up.
Yeah, pump you up and all that. Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's great.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, man. That's a great song.
Thank you so much.
What a song to come out with and just like, this is who I am. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for real.
Yeah. Like, I guess I gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, you set the bar, friend. Like, you're gonna have a hard time coming down.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's gonna be like, well, now we know what to expect. That's awesome. Is the next release kind of in that same like vein, or is it a ballad, or what's the next
so the next one is gonna be up tempo. It's not gonna be as rocking as this. It's gonna be a little bit more country.
Yeah.
But it's the second song is kind of just more of like my roots and how I grew up.
Yeah.
But it's still like fun.
Yeah. Do you wanna share it with us, or
I can.
do you wanna save it?
It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you.
I'd love to hear it if you're willing to sing it.
I'll probably sing up to the bridge. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You could even do just first verse and chorus if you want.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just to save it a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Running and shotgun in Daddy Silverado. Cash on cassette. Something 9-year-old me won't never forget. Around here 19, no need for a fake ID. Drive past the city limits, I live it in your tail lights. Parking out in the country. Raise my cornfield, bonfire, stacked up truck tires, living for a small town fame. It's a yes or no man, homegrown Graceland where everybody knows your name. Yeah, we shotgun bush ride, 10 out of 10, it's a damn good time. You can ask anyone and they say we were raised right.
Yeah, dude. I like that one too.
Thank you.
Man,
a little bit more country.
Rocky. I love it.
Thank you.
That's great. Well, how'd you come up with that? What's the name of that one?
Raised Right.
Raised Right. Okay. How did you come up with that one?
So funny story. We originally actually wrote it for like a Jason Aldean type of vibe. Like we were like, let's pitch it to a guy.
Yeah.
And I wrote it with my friend Sierra Gant and Dylan Raymond. And I think we were actually originally writing it for Dylan. And we like kind of sat on it for a little while. And I was like, hey guys.
Yeah.
I was like, I really relate to this song. I was like, other than me, I don't drink Busch Light. I don't drink beer. I'm a tequila girl. But I was like, I mean, I drank Coors Light and stuff when I was younger, like 21. Yeah. But
we all do.
Yeah. So I was like, I relate to this. I grew up with 3 brothers. And I was the only girl in my family besides my mom. Like even our dogs were boys.
Yeah.
I have all nephews. I just recently got a niece this past year. But other than that, I was the youngest girl in my family forever. Right. Yeah, so it's been I've just been surrounded by guys my entire life. For sure. So you have to be tough.
Yeah, and, for sure.
Yeah, and they'd make fun of me if I wasn't. So, yeah, my brothers are all tough. So, anyway, so I was like, I really relate to this song. I really want to do this vibe for my brand and this and that. I was like, would you guys be comfortable if I cut it? And they're like, and then I like showed them on Fire and they're like, oh my God, yes. Like, of course, totally fits you, do it. I was like, okay. So I literally messaged my producer that day and I was like, hey, listen to this. I think this will be the next single. And he's like, let's do it. So, and then we literally did it really quickly. It's completely done already. So I'm just waiting for On Fire to kind of settle out.
Fizzle out.
Fizzle out.
Awesome. That's great. I mean, is it coming like, are you do like one a month, or are these 2 just for this year, or what's your plan?
We're still kind of talking about it. I do have a 3rd one that I want to record, and I'll probably release that in the fall also. And then the winter, I think I might just do kind of like a Christmas thing. And then later on, I'll have more stuff. I just want to look at a couple more options for songs. Yeah, we do have like stuff in the works. And
awesome.
It won't just be one song. So yeah. I'll definitely be re-releasing for the rest of this year and then on to next year.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, man.
Excited.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah. Thank you. Congrats for, finally kind of being brave and letting people hear your heart and your soul. And
thank you. It's very vulnerable. It's very, you're letting people into your diary, basically.
Yes. So, it's,
as you know,
people don't realize like it's hard. And
Yeah.
I definitely can like connect with how hard that is, because it's like, you know, you're worried about like the reaction or, you know, whatever. And so, but I mean, yours is mine was a sad song, so you're going out way better than I did.
Well, a couple from this is gonna be a sad song. I wrote it during my breakup, my last breakup.
Yeah,
and that one wasn't
I totally. Yeah, I'm sure a breakup is like the best, like like being a songwriter, it's the best.
It really is. I was in an interview one time for one of the radio stations back at home, and this is one that I'll never forget. They were like, "Do you invite heartbreak into your life so you can get a song?"
Oh my gosh.
Because like that's all I would talk about. I mean, I was probably 23 when that was happening. Like all that stuff was happening, and I was like, I mean, now that you say it, I don't know. I was like, I do get the best songs when I'm heartbroken. I was like, the heartbreak sucks at the time, but then once I like write, and then later on, music is what helps me heal. Like, so like, I guess in a weird, twisted way.
Maybe the next amazing, we're just gonna put it out there, you're gonna have amazing person that comes your way. So that's what we're putting out, we're manifesting. So the next person, you're just gonna write a whole bunch of like fantastic songs of how you're in a relationship and in love. And that way it'll counter all of the breakup songs.
Right, if you'll be like, she's not sad all the time.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last love song I wrote, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's I seem to have like the I swear to God, that's all I write. Like anything to do with that. And even if I try and veer from it, it's like, nope, that just doesn't sound as good as these ones do.
Right. You're like, everyone can relate to being sad.
Exactly.
Not everyone can relate to being in love.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. That's so great. I'm so excited. How does your family react to you putting music on?
They're my biggest fans. They're great. I'm really, really blessed because I do know people that have wanted to move to Nashville and didn't, or did move to Nashville and just didn't have the support. And I mean, my family pushes me hard because they're kind of like, if you're passionate about something, you're going to go all in and you're going to do it. So when I was younger, I did, like, they would make me do all the talent shows. I was in band, chorus. I traveled and sang and did competitions and this and that all over New York State. But there was never a time that it felt like work. Like I always like couldn't wait for it. And the same thing, my brothers were all athletes, which I was not at all. And my parents did not push me to do sports because they knew that was not my thing. So.
Are they all older than you?
I have 2 older brothers and then 1 younger brother.
Okay.
So the 2 older ones are like 10 years older, and then the younger one's about 2.5 years younger. So we've definitely all gotten a lot closer as we've gotten older.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm 10 years from my brothers too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, and yeah, it's coming from the other end. It's hard.
Yeah. I mean, I was super protective over my little brother.
Yeah.
Because we were in high school for a couple years at the same time, and I was like, you can't date yet, like this and that. But he was protective over me too. Like he wouldn't act like it, but if anyone ever talked about me or this or that, like he wouldn't tell me. I would find out from later on. Like he was like, don't talk about my sister and this and that. You know. So like he was good about it. Never got into a fight or anything, but he protected me without me knowing a lot of the time. So
I always wondered what it would have been like to have a brother at the same age as me. Or near it, you know?
I mean, he's like my best friend now.
Yeah.
But
me and my little brother, I mean, gosh, he's like, like 27, 8, something like that. I don't even know it. And like, and and don't hate me, JD, sorry. And so, so like, you know, we're just kind of start, you know, like, getting to know like us as adults, you know, rather than being kids and all of the crap that you go through. And so now he's got a family and my nephews and things, and so like now we're okay, but like I feel it, like it's like you're like
you're just too old for me. Like,
Yeah,
that's how I always felt like they were. Like, you're just too old for me.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to just be like, when they were little, like 5 and, you know, under 5, it was great. You know, I was in my teens and I'm like, this is my Nina better.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But like, when you get older, that doesn't, when they're like 10, you know, it's great. And then when they get into teenage years, it's like, I don't got time for that.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, I've always been a spitfire, but I was more of a little brat when I was younger. So me and my brother fought constantly.
Yeah.
But now I'm a spitfire, just like a more mature version of it.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
So,
yeah. I it seems like I think this is your mom, is it not? That's on here?
Mama Sulkey, yeah. That's my mom. Hi,
awesome.
Mom.
Well, welcome, Mom. We love having you on. Well, I just love you. You're awesome. Like,
thank you. You are too.
I'm excited for your music and just like what's coming up, and I still can't even believe that you're like going away for a month. That's awesome. Like,
yeah,
that's just the coolest thing ever. So be safe.
I will.
So we can all hear some more music when you get back.
Thank you so much. I will.
Oh,
yeah,
your sister.
I will be
okay. Hi, sister.
She's my best friend. She's just
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you said you had brothers. I was like thinking that. I was like,
yeah, she's my best friend.
I feel that. I have a best friend that's like my sister too. Yeah. I'm sure she would say the same thing. Awesome. Well, I'm so happy for you, and thank you so much for coming on, and you know, everybody joining us, the family and the best friends and everybody. We appreciate you coming on and joining us too. And you know, be sure, her song drops tonight, guys, so go and get it. Like, support her.
3 hours.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
let's support her, let's have some fun, and just give her all the love, because that's what we do here. So anything else you want to tell anybody?
Just thank you to everyone that's, you know, supported me, anyone that's pre-saved it and streams it. It means so much. I'm super excited to just have old fans, new fans, and friends and family.
Yeah, exciting. Well, have fun moving out.
Thanks.
I don't
be fun.
see that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but
and enjoy your time, and we can't wait to have you back on, man, when your next single comes out.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Thank you so much.
Yeah, come back for sure. We love it.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Chelsea. Bye.
You too.